Folks, how you doing? Papa Joe here. Oh, has it been a little while or what? I had a long weekend, almost 4 days worth. Here in a week or two, I'll be whining about being broke. You know how it goes. Didn't do a whole lot of cooking while I was off. Mama did most of it. She made me some pretty awesome dinners. Thursday night we ate out. Friday night she did that chicken broccoli rice deal. Again, she changed it up. After we had ate it, there was some stuff she wanted to try differently. I'm glad she did. So, and yeah, I've got some back here in the back for me this week. Now, not only that, you know, we did those chicken enchiladas. And she wanted to try something different on them, but she didn't make them out of chicken. She made them out of beef. And I tried to help her, and she just told me, go sit down. I got this. Go sit down. Too many spoons in the pot, you know. So, being the obedient husband I am, I went and held my recliner down and beat the hell out of her dogs and stared at that TV so it wouldn't take off. But now Sunday I did a pulled pork, and well, did I bring any? Yeah, I think I got some back there. Michael had came and spent the weekend with us. He got in late Thursday night, so he got kicked back, do nothing, get his laundry caught up, whatnot. It was a rainy weekend in Texas. So, he assisted a little here and there in different things. For the most part, we had a setting contest, and I ain't sure who won. But we damn sure got some setting done. We went out Friday and we started a search on what we're going to want for our property, and we just couldn't validate getting a tractor at this point. We went and looked at some. Now their prices are up there, but we was ready to bite the bullet on that part. But as we talked about what all we needed now, a few years down the road, yeah, that tractor could come in handy. Right now, the cost of it just wasn't matching up with the use of it. So we started looking at some large regular lawnmowers, zero turn radius type stuff, I guess. And we started educating ourselves on those. We think we know what we want. We did not want to do impulsive buys. So we elected not to pull the trigger on it Friday. And we want to check out a couple other issues before we pull the trigger. So I know my grass is going to get really high by the time we make this come down. It's going to take about 2 more weeks before we actually buy one. But we've decided to not do the credit thing. That was something else we had to discuss. And I'm saying we because Michael has bought half of my property, and he will be building him a retirement home back there. But right now he stays gone and I keep it up. Me and a couple of hired hands. We keep it up as I get home. So we have our own deal worked out that we both are very comfortable with. So it is what it is. We both share the expenses of the upkeep and we both will share the expense of the equipment that we buy to work both of them. But we figure we're going to be retiring about the same time, and we're going to be working it together. We're not building fences in between it and all that. He has free access to my pond. Of course, it ain't stocked right now, and we plan on being very interactive. So we'll see how it all works out. But anyway, did some good eating. We got, I'd have to ask the wife, but I will say between Thursday and yesterday, we roughly got a good 3 inches. And they're calling for more today. And actually, they're calling for it pretty much all week. I had bought some game trail cameras, whatever you want to call them, that people use on their deer leases and all that. I bought them probably 4 years ago, and we got playing with those. I had 3 of them. Well, I got 1 out of the 3 to work. Go figure. That was some of that online purchase stuff where you bought through the local communities, and evidently I was a little bit of a sucker, but I bought them cheap enough. It is what it is, and I paid for my education. So, and as cheap as they are nowadays, I doubt if I'll go that route again. No, I'm not all upset and all that. I just kind of chuckled about it. What else can you do? You know. Now, what good does it do for you to get all mad and frustrated and all that nonsense? It does absolutely no good. I will send the 2 that's messed up with my boy. He should work next Sunday, he said. So I will send them home with him. He's real good at doing stuff like this, and he is an electrician by trade. And the spring in there that the battery pushes on, that thing got all corroded up, gross, you know, and then the other end is as well. So I'm going to send it to him, and if he can fix it, good for his education, and good for me having another one working. The other one, I'm not sure. Michael had took it apart, and it's actually the biggest, fanciest one of them all. And he said somebody had already been in there with a rough hand, but I will still send it with the boy and let him see what he can do. I call him boy. He's 34, but he's still our boy. He's still our youngest living son. So we'll see how that goes. No big deal on it either. The one that I did get working, if you ever notice in the videos I do of my property, you know where that washout is I keep showing you, and it opens out onto like a sandy beach. Well, I put it to the right hand side where it's facing towards that deer cut and that sandy cut and all that. Not sure that I said it right. We'll see. And when I get in next, I'll go down there and pull the SIM card and see what's on it. It is what it is. So I'm kind of curious to see what kind of little critters I'm going to have down there. So, as I've never used this stuff before, so you know it ain't a big deal to me. And if I go down there and find out I had it set wrong, so be it. It is what it is. Sitting down here in Humble, Texas, at a paper and plastic recycling place, waiting to pick up some plastic. Take it to Gentry, Arkansas, I think it was. Ain't no big deal on that either. I talked to a PTI paper transport that was getting ready to pull out. I took his spot actually, and I asked him how long did it take to load. He said 2 hours. Well, I've been here about an hour, so I've got at least another hour, I figure. Ain't nothing but a thing to me. They're calling for 40,000. I weighed in, low on fuel, I was calling 34,000. So they could up that 40. I asked the shipper in there, and he said, no, it costs me 40. We're going to put 40 on you. Thank you. Now that's 40 more or less. We all know how that works. That 40 could wind up being 42. I'm still good with that. 4th of July weekend's coming up. I ain't sure what I'm going to do on that. I'll call my dispatcher in a little bit. Me and him start hashing some stuff out. And we'll see where it goes from there. Let's see. Friday was the 5-year anniversary of me losing my son. That was haunting me a little bit last week. That's why I just stayed kind of mellow and off here all week. I started to do a couple videos, and they started sounding like wham wham, poor me, and I don't need the sympathy and all that. So I just deleted them right after I made them. Started hearing them. Nope, don't like it. Delete. We'll see what I can get on here this week. No promises. I've made so many videos, and I don't really even pay that much mind to how many people are coming on and how many are watching what and how many are on there in the last 48 hours and all that tracking stuff you can do for them. I really don't worry about it a whole lot now. I have, for the most part, said pretty much everything I can say about trucking. Every blue moon I come up a little bit more and I'll throw it on there. But I ain't into the politics. I've got one friend that keeps trying to drag me into politics. As you seen the other night, I did that video last week about it. Trust me, he's not going to like it when I break bad on him with my views of his politics. They are totally different than mine. Matter of fact, I might make a video addressing part of that after this one. So, there you are. You're updated on Papa Joe. Now you know what I've been doing, and we all can guess at what I'm going to do next. Drive a truck. Hey, y'all remember, God loves you, and so do I. Be safe out there. Careful, the summer is upon us. Drivers, don't let them overheat you. There's a lot of us that have to tailgate loads and the flatbedders. I remember that stuff real well. And y'all just got to be real careful and don't let them push you. It amazes me, like when I was loading boats out there in California in 110 degrees in the sun, and the guy that works there, lives there, supposed to be used to it. He would like to go sit down in the shade, and he had only him a chair, and take his breaks and his lunch breaks and whatnot, and he thought the driver should just keep working on that boatload, strapping and all this, while he sat down. And then when he jumped up, he was ready to go 100 mile an hour, and you're supposed to catch up, and that didn't work with me. So I got where when he went and sat down, I went up my air-conditioned truck. You wasn't supposed to idle there. I got in my truck and idle, and I did have the plant manager come out and tell me I couldn't idle, and I told him, then you give me a place set out here in the shade. I'm not going to stand around in the sun and get overheated. So you give me an appropriate place to take a break while your man's on break. I won't idle. In the meantime, I'm going to idle. He really didn't like it, but there wasn't a whole lot he can do. So it is what it is. Yes, I can be that way. But y'all be real careful. Don't get overheated out there. You got to remember, everybody is out for their agenda, their job. They're to get it done, and they're not worried about you. You have to worry about you. So be careful on that, letting them push you around stuff. That's all I got for you. Remember, God loves you, so do I. Y'all have a blessed day now. Be safe. Bye.